Did you know that over 4 million children are injured in home accidents each year? As parents, we often underestimate how quickly a child can get into trouble. Identifying potential hazards in our home is crucial. Today, we're going to talk about 10 essential baby-proofing products that every parent should consider to keep their little ones safe, as well as some tips on what to look out for. These are items we've personally used in our home to create a safe environment for our son. You can find the links of each product we discuss in this video in the description box below. Before we start, be sure to subscribe to Peekaboo Reviews if you're interested in honest baby toddler product reviews and parenting tips. Alright, let's jump into one of the first things we upgraded within our home. You can't talk about baby proofing without thinking about electric outlet covers. We decided to do these first because of how time consuming it took to install them. We decided to go with the covers that actually screw into the wall and cover the whole outlet instead of the plugs. I think it looks a little bit better aesthetically pleasing, as well as keeping it consistent look. Now, one con we have found is that the plug will kind of slide it out just a little bit. Not always, but we have had a couple instances where it doesn't stay plugged in. But for the most part, we do recommend these over the cheaper plug ones. Baby gates are so important for when your baby starts to be mobile. This is the gate we chose to put at the top of our staircase. We love this baby gate, especially because we didn't have to screw into our banister on one side. There was an option to attach it to the banister and not screw into it. We also like that our baby gate didn't have a bar at the bottom of it. That way there wasn't any tripping hazard. Keep in mind when placing a baby gate at the top of your stairs to make sure that the gate opens away from the steps and not towards them. This is to prevent any potential falls if your child were to push up against the gate. Also, do not put any pressure or retractable gates at the top of your staircase. You want to make sure that the gate is a fixed gate that will be able to attach to either the banister or the wall. Alright, if you're looking to keep your toddler out of a drawer or cabinet, child safety locks are great. These are a staple. They work really great to open them. You just press on this little button. And then when you install them, you can cut it to whatever size you need. You can use these on bedroom drawers, kitchen cabinets. I've also seen parents using them on refrigerators. A nice little tip is to install them backwards. This one is installed just the way that the instructions tells you to, but I will suggest flipping it and having it attached to the front instead of the side, because once you open a drawer, it's really annoying. It keeps getting stuck. Put it on this side. That way when you open the drawer, it will be sticking out, and then all you have to do is just clamp it down where it just cleanly closes. It works great. We love them. Our son hasn't figured out how to unlock these just yet, but we do make sure that he doesn't see us opening these, so he doesn't figure it out. We wanted to go ahead and get the magnetic cabinet locks because we wanted something that was not seen, so you can't really tell that is baby proof, but it is baby proof because it's hidden by a magnetic lock, and this is the magnet that this one comes with. It comes with like a little plate. You put it up onto the wall. We also have another one attached to our microwave.
That was one thing with ours. The cabinet depth is a little off on some parts, such as the latch above. Here I had to install some nails because the latch is not all the way on the ledge there, which can make it kind of difficult for the latch. We already knew going into it that the cabinet was going to be kind of a tight fit for us, but we still were able to make it work. And then for the times that our toddler is taking a nap, you can leave the cabinet unlocked as well. That way you're not always having to get the magnetic lock all the time. Be sure to check your door stoppers. The tip comes off of the stopper, which can be a choking hazard to your little one. Make sure you get the door stoppers that is one solid piece, or you can use the ones that we use, which is these. It attaches to the door hinge. It's a lot easier, safer, and it's out of reach from your little one. Anti-tip furniture anchors. Be sure to definitely get these for your bookshelves, nightstands, TV center stands, any furniture that can topple over. You definitely want to get some type of anchor for securing it to your wall.
We are loving these door locks so far. They're important to keep toddler from entering in a certain room. In order to lock, you just press this little button on the side, and that just brings it down into lock position and keeps the toddler from opening the door. Now, you probably noticed that we put it upside down. We installed it upside down on purpose because we didn't want to have to keep pressing the button in order to get into the room. We just push up to get into the room, and he doesn't know how to open doors by pressing it up on the handle just yet, so that works out perfectly. He only presses down, which that blocks it, and then he can't get into the room. Ours obviously is not the regular doorknob. There are doorknob locks that cover the actual doorknob, and I'll put a link in the description below of those as well. This next one might be easily missed when you're baby proofing, but cable management covers. These work great for any type of wires that are hanging out and easily accessible to your toddler or baby. We use this for our first baby camera. Right now we don't have one up there mounted, but when we did have one mounted, the wires would just swing, and this is where his crib is, so he could easily grab them. So we put this up on the wall, and then this cover just slides down. That way baby could not reach it and play with the wires.
These table bumpers are important because kids are always falling and running into things. The bumpers aren't going to be really there for, hard impacts, but it will kind of soften the blow a little bit if the toddler is running around and takes a nice little hit.
This next baby proofing idea is a tip for parents who have babies or toddlers who love their vents and like to pull them up from the floor. An idea that I read online is to use command strips. So if you put a command strip on the underside of both sides of the vent, and that way you can keep it down on the floor. If your floor is hardwood, of course, the toddler won't be able to pull it up and put stuff into the vent. Now, our toddler, he doesn't show any interest in the vents as of right now, so we have not picked command strips on our vents, but we did buy these mesh nets that goes on the underside of our vents. That way, if our toddler throws any toys or anything into the vents, these catch it. Baby proofing doesn't have to be stressful. You probably heard that you should baby proof everything before your little one arrives, but that can be overwhelming. We actually took our time with baby proofing, making sure that most important things were in place before our son started crawling, which was around 7 or 8 months or so, though that can be sooner for some babies. One of the best ways to catch hidden hazards is to get down on your child's level. Crawling around your home helps you spot dangers you might otherwise overlook. Keeping your home clean and organized also prevents small objects from becoming choking hazards, such as coins and small toy parts. Be sure to keep household cleaners, medications, and button batteries securely stored, as they can be extremely dangerous if swallowed. Baby proofing is an ongoing process, so take it step by step and do what works best for your family. If you found this video helpful, please give a thumbs up and be sure to share your baby proofing tips in the comments below.